Hello everybody, welcome back for the continuation of NeoCab. It was well after midnight, and I met my right quota. I checked my field grid green. On most nights, I'll call it quits about now, or maybe push on for one last ride, if I had it in me. But until I heard from Savvy, I had nowhere to go. When was she going to text me back? Let's see. What else we can do here? Okay, so I'm all the way over here. 3/4 of batteries. Okay, guess it'll be good for now. They're all over there. Maybe I should drive over there and then charge, because there's no point in charging now and then driving over there and then have like 3/4 of a battery left. So yeah, we'll go over here. Yeah, we'll go over there and then we'll have all the other ones around us, the pickups. Charging up before I was running low. My dad would be so proud. The asking price was 1.10 a bar, about what I expect these days. Got full charge. Here we go. And continue on my way. Okay. Nourish me, all you in pain. I gather my strength to rise once again. The Book of Metawopian. But this guy, Luke Howard, strategic intelligence analyst. Here there be options. Engage at own risk. Klaus Berg, student of the world. Any opinions oppressed on this feed are mine and mine alone. Okay, we'll do this one. Because well, I know that he's the closest by to do the other ones then. Yeah, we'll do this one. When I arrived, Klaus was waiting with someone on the pavement. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on the streetlight. Very cool. Good evening. Hello. Were those German accents? I used to keep track of how many different accents I heard in the night. I hadn't heard German in ages. Hey there. How are you two? They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? Are you new to Los Ojos? Wait, what? What's your take on West folks? Oh, she's just building out like conversation. She's trying to create conversations. I mean, we didn't have much in Cactus Flats, so I guess that's not saying much. We didn't have any jobs either, not since the disruption. You're a robot, yes? No. You must tell us if you are a machine. That is the law. I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you think I'm a robot? Well, we understand that the American taxi companies are putting in what is the word? Robot drivers? Yes, robot drivers, but in self-driving taxis. They still do not drive the car. Oh no, it's for appearances. Having a robot in car is more comfortable for the customer, you know. More friendly, it has personality. Yes, and more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry out a conversation with the car. Well, you could with the car's computer, but it would be disembodied voice. No good, sterile and unfriendly. Yes, so we hear that the companies are putting robots in taxis. A pilot program. Do we understand correctly? That's kind of a cool idea, I guess. So my friend and I are having this discussion. You think that you are one of these robots? Do I look like a robot to you? Well, yes, in some ways. For instance, and this is not a personal comment, but your face is very simplistic. Yes, exactly. A human being has blemishes. You have no visible moles or freckles, no strained hairs. Overall, your face has this very neutral, yes, a neutral effect. If I saw you on the street, I would not notice you. You'll be like an ATM to me. And that is how you would design a customer service robot. To calm the customer, to put them at ease, like sedative. Deep breath, Lina. Uh-huh. Well, I'm not a robot. If I was a robot, do you think I'd tell you? Well, do I act like a robot to you? Well, I'm not a robot. Seriously, I'm clearly a human being. I don't know what kind of robots you guys hang out with, but I'm clearly a human being. You claim to be human? God. Then you will not object to proving it. The Higgs Gary. Yes, the Higgs Gary. It's a verbal test. Simply a few questions. Revealing questions. Can I just bleed on you? What's Higgs Gary? Are you quite serious? It is the former's assessment tool to distinguish between artificial and human intelligence. No artificial intelligence has ever passed the Higgs Gary. The Higgs Gary test humanity, not knowledge. A robot intelligence can recite all of human knowledge, but that does not mean it is human. A human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. It is what a human can never be. No. Let's begin. Born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment on your birthday party. Is that a question? Just answer the question, please. Your aunt makes a racist comment on your birthday party. I'll be mortified. You meet your favorite artist. You tell him his earlier work is much better than what he produces now. Why did you do that? I wouldn't do that. It's good to be honest. A homeless man picks your pocket. I asked for whatever he took back. You have a young son. He asks to see your breast. Jesus, guys. Please answer the question. You have a young son. These type of questions are so weird. It would freak me out. Would politely but firmly explain the concept of boundaries. Yeah, let's say that. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. What? She wants to watch you discipline it. I would discipline the pig in my own time and in my own way. Do her wishes? She can back off, it's my pig. How long have I had this pig? Yeah. Oh my god. After intercourse, your husband tells you he would kill a man to protect you. He tells you that he has already killed a dog. What? He tells you that he killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. My husband clearly needs help. Was Hayden Gary, who was obsessed with sex? I'll leave him. Clearly needs help. He work on his problems together. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. What? This is out of control. Come on. Is this the same son who want to grab my boob? It's not fair. It's not fair to put that responsibility on me. I wouldn't help them. If that's what they need, I'll do it. Yeah, let's do the first one. It doesn't affect the test. Just answer the question, please. Oh, okay. I wouldn't help them. Is that what they need? I'll do it. I don't know if I agree to that, but I'll try to help them some way. It's not fair to put that responsibility on me. Your father says you worms in the meal. One of the worms still clings to life. I called Dad and asked if he was okay. Well, that's the end of the test. And perfect timing too. We arrived at the club in Liberty Heights, the haunt. It was hard to see whether the decor was ghost themed or just black. How'd I do? Is that important? We really do have to go. Wait, you maybe take that test and you won't even tell me how I did? What do you think? To be honest, I'm finding it quite hard to be certain. Yes, me as well. Where had I gone wrong in my life that people weren't even sure whether I was human? Human, I'm human. Either she's an incredible robot, or a below average human, yes. But it is impossible, to be sure. Alright, you had your fun, okay? We should, on the side of her being a robot. Agreed. Your test is absurd. There were definitely moments that made me wish I were a robot. Not someone desperately trying to lose it in front of her packs. Do we have to pay the fare even though we're determined that you're a robot? Yes. She doesn't deny being a robot. Yes, I noticed that as well. There was a line in the haunt stretching right around the block. Klaus and Merrick disappeared to join in. I never get what makes people wait in line that long for a drink. But what do I know? I'm just a robot. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, it gave me 5. Perfect driver, a marvel of modern engineering. Very nice. Okay. Oh, got a new message. Here we go. So sorry. Lina, fast as you can't. I've been so worried. Cannot be delivered. What? Wait. Hang tight, okay? What the hell's going on? LOPD speed trap nearly nabbed me on the way too close. But I still wasn't fast enough. This was definitely it. The location of Savvy's SOS pin. Just an empty lot in between some abandoned storefronts. I can only see as far as my headlights. There was no trace of her. No text says sorry either. Try texting her one more time. Called out her name. There was no answer. Had I just missed her? If I've gotten here faster, would she be getting into my car right now, laughing off her crazy night? It was so dark I could barely see the broken bottles all over the ground. This wasn't a good place for anyone to wait around at night, especially alone, especially someone like Savvy. Then I saw it. Face down on the curb, her phone. I grabbed it and she ran over my arms. It was shadowed right in the center of the hollow screen, now totally dark and cold. It looked like it had been stepped on. There was a sticker on the back, a punk-looking symbol of a wasp inside a bicycle gear. I sketched it in my journal app and stashed her phone in my glove box. That explains the radio silence. What happened to her? Maybe she smashed it herself. I've seen Savvy destroy her own stuff before when she was angry. There weren't many people who could break her cool, but I was one of them. Had I done something wrong somehow? My field grid jumped deep blue. That seemed about right. Even if I knew it didn't make sense. Just the thought of hurting her. I tried to push back my thoughts and focus on what I could do right now. I remember what Azul has told me about Radix, no cops. The hours on the road, the night of PAX, missing Savvy, it all hit me like a wave. I was so tired it hurt, but without Savvy I had nowhere to stay. All I could do was try to get some sleep. My only option was crash to find a cheap motel or a spare room somehow, somewhere, anywhere but a cab or capsule, if I could afford it. I closed out my Neo cab shift. At least I hit my quota before my world turned upside down. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, look at that, 110. Damn. Yeah, we'll do this one. It's $18, or maybe this one. No, we'll do this one. There we go. Yes, Tekka. I wasn't sure how much sleep I get. Even though I was exhausted, my mind was racing with worries about Savvy. But when my head hit the pillow in Azteca, I went somewhere else. I was back in Cactus Flats, in a room where I used to live, floating above all these things I owned. All these beautiful little things. Rows and rows of little things. Pine cones and cheese shells. I remember where I've gotten each one of them. All the joy I felt was so warm, like light inside my whole body. I was so happy to be home. I kept floating, and then I wasn't in my nice room anymore. There wasn't anyone in the room, and I couldn't breathe. And I went for the door and it didn't open. I screamed and screamed and screamed until all the air was gone. And I knew I was dying. And then I woke up. As advertised 24/7 breakfast was okay, but there were pine cones placed around the trees for decoration. I knew it had to have been a coincidence. Of course it was. But the effort to ignore the thoughts of that maybe it wasn't just a coincidence, that maybe the hotel was some kind of portal between the dream world and the real world. But then that would mean all I could summon were pine cones. It all just kind of killed my appetite. Back to work. Well, that was weird. The memory of what happened last night was a shadow over everything around me. The desperate text, Savvy smashed phone. I tried to quit my head and just feel into my body for a second. This wasn't working. Where the hell was she? This wouldn't be the first time she ghosted, but this felt different. And I knew basically nothing about what her life in Los Ojos was like. Sav was headed to the nightclub, but its name, total mystery. Oh, and she was in some kind of trouble at work, whatever that was. I tried to recall as many details as I could about last night, scribbled in my journal app until my hand ached. Maybe I've seen that symbol on her phone before, after all. It wasn't a name, but it was a person to track down a neighborhood. As long as I met my neo-cab quota, I could stay on the search without losing my job and leaving LO as a total disaster. Okay. 3 rides, okay. Let's see. Una Sinclair. Or Clar, I don't really know how to. 5-star, all thanks to the people, okay. Maybe I should charge up first. Because I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, maybe I should charge up first. Let's do that first. I learned that the hard way was that excuse me about that. I learned that the hard way that you gotta grab the charge when you can't, and not to wear heels when you're driving. It'll cost me 132 per bar. A little steep, but here it was. Full charge. Pulled away from the station. Okay. Let's go. 3 rides. I need to get to the cadence, and I need to get there fast. What's that? A hotel? Sounds like a spa. It's the casino, the big one. I remember when cab drivers were expected to memorize things like this. Well, I'm new here. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just pressed for time. Head to Fonterra, north side. That was a straight shot. Easy trip. Oh, no, don't go that way. Rajanini Square is a mess. Wow, okay. Oh, God. What is it with these developers these days? How did they come up with these names? You can barely get through. Of all the names they can come up with, they come up with a name like this? She sounded like she knew what she was talking about. Great. A backseat driver. Must be some warning on her holospace. I can go around. Would like me to take the Jean Street or Flambeau? Choose one on random. And I do mean random. As random as you can make it. Weird. This was a whole different kind of backseat driving. Psychological. Jean Street sounded like a reliable choice. Flambeau sounded like an adventure. I whisper eeny miny miny. Yeah, we'll do this one. She made a little murmuring sound. Not Flambeau. You said to choose. Wait. Oh, yes. That's just what I needed. Are we trying to lose the tail or something? So I choose correctly? Chose correctly? No, I was desperate for a bit of chance. A dose of entropy. Randomness, you know. Resets my mind. Sometimes one finds oneself in a rut of predictability. Predictability. Tell me about it. It's why humor is such a bomb. Comedy is based on unexpected twists. Interesting method. How about I pick a number? Between 1 and 10. Not that kind of randomness. I need chance with real stakes. Which is why I'm zooming down Jean towards a casino. Yes, but now I'm not sure it will work. The stakes there are high in monetary terms, but they don't actually matter. Don't you find? They matter when you roll a hot 13. You've never been in a casino, have you? I like to think life itself is a gamble. And the whole world is my house. So that's a no? No, the casino definitely isn't going to work. I need to find some atrophy that matters. Why? What's this all about? Well, it's simple. Almost obvious. Something is wrong with the world. I agree with you there. Not that kind of wrong. A deeper kind. Sadly, I fear our timeline has become tangled. The universe is made of infinite timelines, always branching based on the tiniest decisions. It's perfectly coherent and stable. As long as the branches remain distant. Now waiting for her to say more. So you see the obvious danger. Yes. Obvious is exactly the word I would have chosen. So if our timeline is tangled up with another one. How do we untangle it? I think that's well beyond our capabilities. But it's good to know how off kilter one's reality is. It helps you decide how annoyed to be with friends who constantly reschedule lunch. Connor, for example. Has anyone cancelled on you lately? No, that's... Oh no, it's a good joke. I thought as much. Tell me what happened. It should help me calibrate. I told her what happened with Savvy. I was supposed to move on with my best friend and she didn't show. And now I don't know if she's in trouble. Or hurt. Or maybe just the worst. She listened like my story was feeding her. Maybe I get 5-star out of it, but it was a little creepy. So your friend just vanished? With no explanation? None. And you don't know how to feel about it. It confuses you. Yeah. Wouldn't you be confused? Perfect. It's perfect. I don't know if you caught the part where I said she might be hurt. She ignored me. Now, this next part is crucial. If your friend hadn't disappeared, where would she be right now? I don't know. I just moved here. Please, just guess. Think in terms of chance and what if and maybe let them wash over you. I could tell she was never going to drop it. I might as well indulge her. Okay, if she hadn't just blinked off the map, Savvy would probably be here in my car. Yeah. Right next to me in the passenger seat, just cruising. Savvy blown perfectly vape rings out of the window, calling out compliments to everyone, whether they liked it or not. We'd be blasting some cheesy mix from high school. It would have been awesome. Yep, that's exactly where Savvy should be. She'd be right here with me. She looked around the cab if she just noticed it. She would she? I remember reading some what Savvy has said about being anti-car. Definitely. Well, drive me around then. Let me feel her absence. I passed the turn that would have taken us to the casino. Ona sat like a statue, looking straight ahead. It wasn't the look most packs get when they're reading their screens. But then she was reading space-time? My mind wandered and I thought about all the maybe Savvies in other timelines. She could be doing so many things. And it was part of why I wanted to move in with her again. Maybe dancing to the DJ set at some underground club. She get past the bouncer with a wave of her hand. Instead of ditching me to go with someone else. You can pull over here, dear. Thank you. That was good. It's very useful. I wish I could pay you back in kind and help you locate your friend. Information is obscenely undervalued against coin. Don't you agree? Any clue would help. I've got nothing to go on. Well, I can't tell you where she is, I'm afraid, but I can tell you where she was supposed to be. You know your friend even better than she knows herself. At this moment in the stable timeline, she's at a terrible Berlin techno-themed club called Sense Machine. Am I saying that right? It's not that far from here in any case. You're unbelievable, Oni. Oh no, I think I can use this. Think nothing of it. It's merely a byproduct of my work. So I have to ask, are you... No, don't you know the first person to think that? Just a quantum statistics... I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. I really can't. Statistician. Oh my god. I just think of me as an accountant, except the spreadsheet is very, very large. And you can be simultaneously rich and broke. I don't think I could handle that kind of uncertainty in my Capper cash account. Oh, don't worry about that. Counter-espionage is quite lucrative. In any case. Wait, back up. Counter-espionage? But yes, with a little time, a little luck, and just the right entropy differential, no secret is safe. The only way to protect your communications from a quantum statistician is to hire a better one. And I'm the best there is, so can you, like, read my text? You'll see. I really must dash. Thank you for the ride and the story. This timeline is indeed as unstable as I feared. We might even be able to fix it. Wait, might fix it? She slid out and walked out the sidewalk away from my car, zigging and zagging as she went. It looked random, and the sinking feeling in my stomach that felt very certain. It was really were infinite timelines. Where did they branch? I reached for my phone to find my next packs. Time to choose again. Thank you for the honesty and the atrophy. Atrophy. Very nice. Oh no, now what? Was that a car behind me? Yeah, car behind me? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh god. I've seen LOPD officers on the news before. Cold black screens where their faces should be. I tried to keep from looking back, from moving around too much. From looking as suspicious as I felt. Seeing one in person rattled my nerves even more. What was I supposed to look? Did you see your license and registration? Right, here we go. Except on my phone. Wow, that's cool. My ID flashed into a screen. I was in the system. It says here, Cactus Flats. Yes, I'm new in town. What's your address, ma'am? I don't have one yet. You don't have one yet? I just moved here. I'm trying to get in touch with my friend. We're supposed to be roommates. So I'll know soon. I just don't right now. Great job, Lina. Not suspicious at all. Do you know where you've been pulled over? I don't. I don't think I was speeding. You made a legal pickup in designated copper zone. For my last pickup, that was on the other side of town. How would she have seen me? I was only there for 10 seconds. It had to be that capper car that passed by. I didn't realize. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry. That's $45 for the AV zone violation. I see your Capper Cash wallet has the funds. Great, I can just withdraw the coins directly. Wait, a fine and they hit my Capper Cash account? How could they do that? That's insane. That can't be legal. They're talking back, okay. I didn't know that. You're new in town. Yes, very. So you're probably not aware of friends of the LOPD. Wait, what's that? Well, we throw a yearly policeman ball. It's a great time. Really helps the community. What? It's an initiative supported by the Friends of the LOPD. Charitable organization made up of citizens. Like you. Are you serious? Okay. I see. Would you be interested in making a donation? If this was how things operate in Los Ojos, then I have to play ball. Folks normally donate about 20. I can donate. Okay, let's just, yeah. Thank you, Miss Romero. Your generous donation made a real difference. As thank you, we can give you a French sticker for your bumper. Has a metallic finish. Really catches the eye. Shows you're a proud supporter. I can put it in on your bumper for you, if you like. I couldn't see his face, but I swear I sense a smile. Sure, thanks. No problem at all. Since you're new in town, I think we can chalk this up to misunderstanding. Stay out Capper pickup zones, okay? Thanks, officer. Drive safe tonight, Miss Romero. I waited until my breathing slowed before I started the car again. My field grid was deep in the reds, no surprise. All I wanted to do was end a bad day with a good sleep, but thanks to Savage's Supreme Act, that wasn't an option. What had I just done? Saved myself some money or bought my way into a shady scheme? How do I know that's Capra zone? Yeah. Good picture. I wanted to focus on the famous person. Okay, let's do this one. I pulled up to a gleaming apartment tower that was halfway between a condo and archaeology. Ecology? I don't even know what that is. I bet the place was full of Capra swag and expensive produce. Wardrobe crisis. Please wait a minute. Thanks. I didn't mind waiting. Gave me a chance to think about what was going on. I should have been with Sav by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos. Maybe with a nice sour cider. Now I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Where was she? What was she thinking right now? I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for waiting. Was this a standard looking hello? It must have taken her hours. So this is a Neo cab car, huh? First time not riding Capra? Yeah, I need to ask you a weird question. I mean, it's like medium weird. If that's okay. Go for it. Any more weirdness tonight? What? Come on. I can only manage a shrug. Okay, I know what that means. What did I say? Nothing and also everything. God, what was I thinking? I'm a mess. Damn, I should have sensed that she was vulnerable. I was just distracted. I wasn't even supposed to be driving anymore tonight. I'm sorry, it's been a weird night. No, I'm sorry, I'm being crazy. I just cannot cry in this makeup, you know? It's pretty amazing, look. Thanks. It's kind of a long shot. I'm meeting my boyfriend for the first time. I know it sounds weird, but we're already together. We just haven't met in person. We started vid chatting one day just for fun, and one of those sites, you know? Sure. 2 months later we talked every day and it feels like we just fit. Like when something happens, she's the first person I want to tell. He's the first person I want to tell. I actually look forward to staying in on Friday night rail now. So he flew here to see me in person, which means time for his first impression of me. Sounds like he's really into you. I guess, for now. It's just a little complicated. When we started vid chatting, I had my filter on because why not? I use it for everything anyways. But then I just never turn it off. So he's never really seen me, you know? I spent hours programming my mesh to match the filter. I barely got any work done, but it looks good, right? Thanks. I spent a lot of time on it, tested a bunch of versions. I feel like I could write a book on how to design your ideal jawline. What program are you using on your mesh? It looks super custom. What's an mesh? Or any mesh? Shut up. You're now wearing nano foundation? Programmable particles that can take on any pigment? Developed by marine biologists who study cuttlefish? Basically adaptive camouflage for humans? Wait, don't cuttlefish do that to avoid getting eaten? Or to avoid being seen by what they want to eat? Yes, I get it. The symbolism is totally messed up. Well, I'd say yours is more like a cuttlefish, am I right? Maybe you don't need it though. I really think this opinion shouldn't matter so much to you. That was terrible. Amazing. I've just been on enough dates to know that people get when you go in person and they're disappointed, you know? Their feet kind of falls and their eyes go a little flat. Oh, I know that feeling. Then they smile too big and act too friendly to cover it up, but you just know right then. It's going nowhere. God, people even do that to you? Your nose to chin ratio is totally perfect. Well, thanks. This is where you tell me, like, just be yourself, right? No, I hate people say that. How people say that. It's some brilliant solution. Who doesn't want to be someone else every now and then, you know? Exactly. So why meet up now? Oh, well... He's actually moving here. Lucky break with his job. Can you turn on the cab lights? Sure thing. She matched in her what? She rummaged. I have no idea what this word is. She rummaged in her purse and pulled out a packet of wet wipes. I never meant to have a screen boyfriend, you know? She tucked her precision curls behind her ears. Wait, are you going to wipe it off? The on-call Sid admit for 3 different companies and they ping me 24/7. I just started looking at profiles for fun. Sure enough, she started wiping the anti-mess from her face. It smiles and watches the digital Fiona melt away. Are you sure you want to do that? The reviewers lied. This stuff definitely itches. And I feel like I can't move my face. A lot of guys are creeps or bots. But Dre is always traveling for work. Otherwise, he'd have been snapped up long time ago. He's a total 10. I'm like a natural 6 or enhanced 8. Deeper into your purse. You're way more than a 6. This whole rating thing is just a trap, don't you think? Like, who came up with these numbers? Some drunk frat boy 50 years ago? They thought toilet paper was a good idea? So fuck the judgment, right? Well, when you put it in that like that. Oh god. What's wrong? My glue shadow is in my other purse. Oh shit. I didn't want to go into this barefaced. I just want a fresh start for a few swipes of color. I remember the little makeup bag I thrown in my purse before I set out for LO. That felt like sometime last year. I might have the glue shadow in my purse. Really? Oh, my queen. I took an eye off the road to grab it and hand it back to her. Watch out. I got it. It's the cutest color. A little goes a long way. You're gonna love it. Do you like it? Looks great. Yeah, girl. Now I almost want to go on this date. It's technically a kind of filter. I guess that's true. She chewed your lips and checked the reflection in the rear view again. You keep the glow shadow, okay? Oh my god, really? Thank you. Thank you. I feel like this is a good omen, you know? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Do you know who said that? Beyonce? Close. Andy Warhol. Nice. I have no idea who that is. Oh, there's a bar. Give my best to Dre. Good luck. And have fun. Fun. Is that what it is? What this is all for? Fiona flashed the devilish smile at me as she walked away. The first real one of the night I saw. She had a little gap in her front teeth. Cute. She's honest. A little too honest, maybe. She's so nice, like a real way. I appreciate her trying to cheer me up. My queen saved my life tonight. Nice. It was well after midnight, and I met my right quota. I checked my field grid, deep yellow-green. I had in me to push for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. I decided to push on. Every practice I had a chance to learn the city and earn some coin.